Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at thedove.us. Welcome to Focus Today. I'm your host, Perry Atkinson, and as always, a delight to have in the studio with us Doug Gould. Doug heads up one of the great ministries of Southern Oregon, and a guy that does a terrific job. And I'm so proud of what he does, and I want you to be encouraged to support what he does, because he's a living example. Whatever God saves you from, brings you through, turns you around, makes you a minister too. He heads up a program called Foundations for Recovery, and excellent program. How you doing, bud?
Good, buddy. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you bet. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Well, for those who don't know, Foundation for Recovery, it is?
Foundation for Recovery is a drug and alcohol treatment and prevention agency located in downtown Medford at the old Woolworth building. We're on the 4th floor. We just celebrated our 3rd year of being in existence.
Wow.
And this was a vision from our late founder, Steve Hale.
Right.
He realized that the group therapy, even though it is successful, wasn't producing the results like he wanted. And so he checked around and found an organization called the Connecticut Community for Addiction Recovery and offered peer mentoring. So he checked into that, wanted to know what peer mentoring was, and thus the Foundation for Recovery was born. And peer mentoring is personalized one-on-one recovery coaching. Yeah. And like you said, you know, we're a firm believer that God never passes upon using a hurt in our life to help someone else. And what better way than to reach out to the community of those who struggle with addiction than to have someone behind that desk who's been certified by the state of Oregon, who's been trained, who's equipped to talk about the pitfalls of addiction, than having someone that has already experienced it. And so all of our coaches have been experientially qualified, if you will. We've all been there. I'm a recovered alcoholic myself. And it's a great program of connecting with the individual.
Well, very successful and outstanding, and you're just getting immense marketing out there. I mean, everybody talks about you. It's working so well that I'm amazed. You know.
Well, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And you know, knocking on doors and reaching out to the community and having these monthly luncheons. And this coming year, we're going to be doing them again.
Good.
And we've got some great supporters in the community. And then this coming year, one of our goals, in January, we're going to be starting a new youth mentoring program called Step Up, Speak Out, Stand Firm. Wow. It's for ages 11 through 17, who high-risk young people who are battling addiction. And right now we have 4 clients already at the foundation who are providing treatment to them. But this coming year, we hope that other churches and churches in our community will see the need that we want to team up with the Foundation for Recovery in regards to this. And we're growing little by little, and it's a great thing to see.
All right, let's talk about the season. We're going in, here we are, Christmas and New Year. It's a festive time, but it's also a very blue, low time for a lot of people, and if not carefully monitored, they could fall back.
Correct. One of the things that we try to teach at the foundation is not only sobriety, but understanding emotion. And the things I share with our coaches and our participants is the fact that it's okay to feel. Because so many years we've been covering up those emotions. God created those emotions, you know. And of course, some of those emotions are man-made: fear, anxiety, depression, and so forth. And so what we try to do at the foundation is try to teach our participants that it's okay to feel. One of the reasons why we have our phone number as hope, because many times the person that walks through our doors, they feel no hope. And this season, these usually the holiday season produces that anxiety or that depression where they feel that they have no hope. And that's what we try to teach. There is hope. There is help. But there's tips you have to do to be successful through the holiday season.
Like what? What are some tips to help stay sober?
Well, you know, I brought a few with me. Number one, first of all, have a plan. You know, if you're going to go out to a family gathering or an employment gathering where alcohol could be served, you better have a plan. And one of the things that I share with the participants is make sure you're accountable. Have an accountability partner, whether at your place of business or at your friend's house and so forth. Another way to be successful through the holiday season, is to make sure you go to meetings. Make sure you have phone numbers that you can call. And I'm not just talking about one or two numbers. And one of the hardest things to do in recovery, Perry, is to pick up the phone and to call a friend. But you can call us at the foundation because we'd love to help you. So these are simple tips, to plan ahead.
Should they, if you have this problem, this addiction, and you're not on top of it yet, just stay away?
Well, it very well could be the choice. And one of the things that we also teach is old environment, old behavior. So if you're finding yourself drifting back into that area of comfortability, that security, you may want to call your sponsor, your recovery coach, to say, listen, I'm feeling that I want to hook up with some old friends in an old environment, because that usually produces old behavior.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's another tip that they need to have. And plus, the Medford Fellowship Group here locally has all-day meetings tomorrow for Christmas. So there's opportunity in recovery to stay clean and sober.
Good for you. All right, so what are your plans for 2015? What can people maybe consider partnering you with? Are we walking through the door? You said you need a building.
Yeah.
You're renting space upstairs. You need your own space.
Yeah, it's so funny. On Monday, I was planning to take this week off, but I went into the office on Monday, and it was such a good thing to see. We had 6 of our recovery coaches in there. We had about 12 people in the office.
Wow.
Now, we only have about 400 square feet.
Wow.
And so what our coaches have to do is there's conference rooms at the Woolworth building, and sometimes they have to take them across to downtown grounds and have a cup of coffee, or down the hallway. And even though it's not an ideal situation, we still want to meet with our clients and our participants. So right now, I encourage, if you're watching this program, you can help us out. One of the main goals this year for the foundation is to get a larger office.
Okay, so you're 12 to 100 to maybe 2,000 square feet.
Absolutely.
And you need about 4 or 5 offices and maybe a conference or a meeting area. Really.
Yeah, like for group therapy or we want to make our office, our facility, so friendly and welcoming to the community, where those who struggle in addiction can just come and hang out. They can work on their 12 steps. They can go to school, do their homework there, to make it a more of a home office where young people can come in and just be in a safe environment. So we're looking for an office.
Well, there's somebody out there listening, watching that has that, and I'm going to trust the Lord to kind of just give you a miserable day. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Oh gosh. Right now, we're making a big push for, one of the things that we pride ourselves, we don't charge for services. We're primarily funded by people in the community, local churches, local businesses, to say, Foundation, I believe in you. And one of my pitches that I give to a potential donor is 83 cents a day, which is $25 a month, allows that participant to sit with that coach for 1 hour.
Okay.
But we're looking for support.
Okay, sure.
We have grown through the past 3 years. When I took over, we had 2 monthly donors, and I'm happy to say we're at about 75 monthly donors, which is great. But if we can increase, then that's an opportunity where I can do more services in the community.
I want to say to those, especially this end of the year, if you're looking for a place to maybe do a year-end gift, this is a great organization. May I recommend it to you wholeheartedly. So consider that and pray for that. And let me tell you this, I know not only is it here at the Dove, but all ministries, dollar in, dollar out.
Sure.
And so these guys are doing an incredible job. Not only that, but their success rate is the highest in the industry. You're the highest in all the people that do this. You guy has the highest success rate.
Well, peer mentoring. I mean, we were told when we first started this thing that we'd be pushing 60% when we went back to class in Hartford, and Phil Valentine, Dr. William White, they knew what they were talking about. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Before I run out of time, the youth program, 11 to 17. Wow. How do you get the word out for that?
Well, we've been invited to churches. We got done doing a parent conference, and if you're a church, please invite us. We do parental conferences. The one at Shepherd of the Valley Church, Joyce Marks invited us there, and we talked on Measure 91, the marijuana law, and signs to look for in reference to teen and drug abuse. But we're trying to get the word out to the churches in the community.
Hey, let me say to pastors and youth pastors, ask Doug to come in and speak to your parents and to your youth, either both of them, because here's an agency that could come in and really help in all situations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So.
Well, Doug, this is amazing. I can't say enough for what they're doing.
Thanks, buddy.
And if you've got a building, 1,200 to 2,000 square feet, and you want it to be used for the Lord, you get a hold of Doug. I believe that God will favor you. I just believe that. When you do something for God, you can't outgive him. He's got bigger shovels. And so you just pray about that and give Doug a call. And you need mentors.
Mentors?
Okay, so if you've been through this and you're on the other side, you want to give back, give Doug a call.
Sure, absolutely.
And again, if you're tugged and you have the resources, consider them for a year-end gift or maybe on a monthly basis as well.
Amen.
I love you, brother.
And love you too, my friend. Merry Christmas to you.
Let's stay in touch through the year and see what God's doing, huh?
Will do.
All right, we'll be right back.